Okay. So guys, the recording session has been on. Okay. So the topic which I have taken, the chapter which I have taken is cell division. Now you can see there's a small animation which is going on in front of you. Can anyone tell me what is going on in this animation? Like very clearly you can see that.
Miss, the cells are dividing into two
Yes,
individuals.
absolutely. The cell, a single cell is dividing into two proper equal cells. यहाँ पे दो equal cells बनाए गए हैं. You can see that. Yes. The same beautiful process we are going to study. And in this chapter, the content are, number one, we'll be studying about the cell cycle. Number two, mitosis. And number three, meiosis. Okay. So mitosis and the meiosis are the two type of cell division. And cell cycle is the main process that takes place in the higher organisms. All right. So let's begin with our session. All of you have to note down the notes as it's very important, and recording to aapko milega hi definitely. Okay. Let us see first of all history. थोड़ा सा हिस्ट्री पढ़ने से ना क्या हो जाता है पता है, वी फील आवर सेल्फ एज इफ ओ माय गॉड वी आर इनटू द साइंस फील्ड, और हम भी रिसर्च साइंटिस्ट है, हम भी साइंटिस्ट बन चुके हैं, और हम भी सब ये सब कुछ चीजें जानते हैं. तो थोड़ा हिस्ट्री जानने से ना बहुत सारी चीजें रिकलेक्ट होती है, एंड हमें बहुत सारी चीजें पता भी चलती है, एंड वी कैन कनेक्ट दैट विद द प्रोसेस ऑल्सो. ओके, सो द हिस्ट्री सेज दैट रुडोल्फ वर्चो. Now, Rudolf Virchow was one of the great scientists जिन्होंने अपना थियोरी लाइक अपना रिसर्च उन्होंने सेल थियोरी में कंट्रीब्यूट किया था. आई एम श्योर आप सबने 9th में सेल थियोरी डेफिनेटली पढ़ा होगा. हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू रिमेंबर दिस सेल थियोरी? हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू? गिव मी थम्स अप, गिव मी थम्स अप. How many of you remember the cell theory? The two great scientists, Sheldon and Schwann, जिन्होंने सेल थ्योरी लिखा था ना. नो मैटर यू आर फ्रॉम सीबीएसई, आईसीएसई या स्टेट बोर्ड, आपको डेफिनेटली पता है सेल थ्योरी क्या है. हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू रिमेंबर इट? Okay, you can reply me on the mic. That's absolutely fine.
In 9th standard, we were given
Yes.
a total mind map of how different things were discovered.
Yes, absolutely, Tanishq. Yes,
Virchow
absolutely.
is also known as the father of pathology, and we were given the information about the nucleus, then about the cellular membrane.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the cell theory. Do you remember the cell theory which was put forward to study the cell structure? Sheldon and Schwann.
Ma'am, every plants and animal are made up of cells.
Yes, very good, bacha. Very nice, Simran. Amazing, amazing response by Tanishq and Simran. Tanishq has said the right thing. Rudolf Virchow, he was known to be a great microbiologist, and he was working as a pathologist. Yes, let me tell you that. Now, microbiologists kaun hote hain? Microbiologists are those people who work with a small, minute microorganisms which you can't see with your naked eyes. Of course, you require माइक्रोस्कोप्स, प्रॉपर टेक्नोलॉजी वाले माइक्रोस्कोप्स चाहिए रहते हैं. अब उस जमाने में कहाँ उतना प्रॉपर टेक्नोलॉजी होगा, राइट? तो ये जितने भी साइंटिस्ट हैं ना, बहुत ही पेशेंस रख के अपने माइक्रोस्कोप को खुद डेवलप करते थे, एंड उसी में ही वो लोग सारी चीजें स्टडी करते थे. ना रुडोल्फ वर्चो ने एक बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट चीज नोटिस की. When he was studying the cells under the microscope, he saw that the cells were duplicating. I mean, in fact, they were dividing on its own and were producing two daughter cells. और ये प्रोसेस जो उन्होंने देखा ना, ये कंटिन्यूसली हो भी रहा था. वाओ, आई मीन इमेजिन अगर आपके सामने, अगर आपको ये मौका मिले कि आप लाइव सेल डिवीजन देखो माइक्रोस्कोप के अंदर, कैसा लगेगा? आई मीन यू आर गोइंग टू गेट दैट गूज बम्स, राइट? यू विल बी लाइक ऑन टॉप ऑफ द वर्ल्ड. इमेजिन करो आप लाइव सेल डिवीजन देख रहे हो, सेल्स को ब्यूटिफुली डिवाइड होते हुए देख रहे हो कंटिन्यूसली. आई मीन that's mesmerizing, something very very unique process that take place. So Rudolf Virchow was one of the person जिन्होंने पहली बार सेल को अपने आप डिवाइड होते हुए देखा, and that was self duplicating. And so he gave a Latin phrase that is omnis cellulae a cellula. इसका मतलब होता है every cell arises from pre-existing cell. Omnis cellulae यानी कि a new cell is arising from pre-existing cell. And when it arises by a very beautiful process that is cell division. ना मैं आपको एक चीज बता दूं, रुडोल्फ वर्चो का जो कंट्रीब्यूशन था सेल थ्योरी में, इट वाज नॉट बेसिकली मेंट फॉर द सेल डिवीजन, बट उनका जो कंट्रीब्यूशन था दैट वाज टू एक्सप्लेन अस कि एवरी लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म प्री एग्जिस्टिंग ऑर्गेनिज्म से ही आता है, यानी कि जब तक प्री एग्जिस्टिंग ऑर्गेनिज्म रिप्रोड्यूस नहीं करता, नया जनरेशन प्रोड्यूस नहीं होगा. डू यू अग्री विद दिस स्टेटमेंट एवरीवन? Do
Yes,
you
ma'am,
agree with
absolutely.
this?
Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely, right?
Yeah.
चाहे asexual reproduction हो या चाहे sexual reproduction हो. Yes, of course, you can reply me in the chat box as well. Yes, Simran, absolutely. चाहे asexual reproduction हो या चाहे sexual reproduction हो, जब तक एक living organism, you know, reproduce नहीं करता, जब तक वो cell division नहीं करता, तब तक नया generation नहीं आ सकता. Now, I don't have to go in a detail, but मैं फिर भी थोड़ा सा जाना चाहूंगी because of course अब मैं जानती हूँ कि आप मेरे सारे बच्चे नीट के बच्चे हो, तो मैं डिटेल तो जाऊंगी. मेल, नाउ मेल का साइन हम ऐसे देते हैं, आई होप यू नो दैट. मेल प्रोड्यूस sperm, okay. Female produce ova. Wow. Sperm and ova, when they fuse, when they undergo fusion, that is fertilization, it produces zygote. Now, ideally, a zygote is a single cell. You know what? जब ये zygote लगातार, continuously, when it carries out cell division, when it is dividing continuously, spontaneously, rapidly, okay, it produces embryo, which is a mass of cells. Right? And this embryo further divide to produce fetus, which is nothing but after 9 months when the birth is given, it is now called as baby. Imagine करो ये पूरे प्रोसेस को 9 months यूटिलाइज होता है. 9 months यानी कि बच्चा लोग, how many days? How many days? Hey guys, I'm talking to you all. How many days can I consider this as?
270,
270,
300.
270 to 275 or 276, right?
About
Imagine.
280.
Yeah, 280
something
also.
like.
Of course, you can consider. See, we always keep a range of 270 to 280, ठीक है? Because किसी महीने में 30 days होते तो किसी महीने में 31 days होते, तो वो approximately हम count करते. Now imagine. No, my point is that imagine for 280 days, this single cell zygote is continuously dividing for 280 days, and तब जाके एक human body form होता है. A human body with the proper arms, legs, eyes, nose, face structure, body structure, all the internal organs, that is heart, kidney, liver, etc., bones, blood, blood vessels, सब कुछ बनता है from this single cell. Isn't that miracle? Isn't that something very unusual and very beautiful process that is taking place? And ये जो हो रहा है, that's all because of cell division. That's all because of cell division. So इसका मतलब क्या हो रहा है? एक नया generation, एक new progeny भी किसके through बन रहा है? एक new progeny भी किसके through बन रहा है? A new progeny is being produced and developed and generated from this single cell. And can I say that? Can I say that this new progeny has been produced and developed and generated from the single cell? I can say that. I can say that. Of course, absolutely, I have a right to say that. Yes, because yes, Sanjay, you are absolutely right. It's because ये जो single cell है, ये sperm और ovum के fusion का ही तो नतीजा है, right? Yes or no? All right. तो मैं आपको यही समझाना चाह रही थी that every cell or every new organism or a new progeny arises from the pre-existing one by the beautiful process cell division. Is that clear? Everyone, first point, first history आपको समझ में आ गया? Are you taking it down? Should I wait it for you? Diksha, आप लिख रहे हो बच्चा?
Ma'am, done.
Done?
Actually, I just like put down like Rudolph Virtue and the name like he gave. Yeah, the sperm and the ova, the cell division part we already know, but then too I have put down some of it. but like
Okay.
I was
Okay.
waiting for your instructions. If you
Okay.
would
Okay.
tell us,
ठीक है Tanish, you can write it down now. No problem. You can write it down.
all right.
All right. Okay. So guys, done. Okay. Sanjay is done. That's great. That's great. Thank you, Sanjay. Okay. Redmi 8. Can you please tell me your name? Redmi 8.
Kishan ma'am.
Sorry, what's your name?
Kishan.
Can you just change your
Kishan.
name? हाँ, आप अपने इसमें नाम change कर दो please, क्योंकि attendance लेने में easy हो जाएगा. Yeah. Okay, guys, shall we move further? Shall we move further?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh,
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm just rubbing this. Tanish, I hope आपने ये note down कर लिया है. खैर, Tanish, you know this process, so that's आगे भी मैं बताऊंगी इस process के बारे में. So I am sure आपको ये पता चल जाएगा. Okay, don't worry at all, बच्चा. Okay, now let us see the next history. The next history is about Strasburger. Now, Strasburger was the first person who studied cell division in the plants. No, now see, when you are doing a NEET, NEET या medical या चाहे कुछ भी हो, आप कुछ भी करो, आपको साइंटिस्ट के नाम याद रखना बहुत जरूरी है. आफ्टर ऑल उन्होंने ये प्रोसेस डिस्कवर किया है, तो थोड़ा तो रिस्पेक्ट उन्हें भी मिलना चाहिए, राइट? So yes, Strasburger, he was the first person who studied, and Strasburger has given a lot of contribution in the field of cell biology, that is cytology. He had done a lot of studies in the cell structures as well. आपने 9th में इनके बारे में सुना होगा, लेकिन अब आप हायर स्टडीज में इनके बारे में इनके बहुत सारे रिसर्च और डिस्कवरीज स्टडी करने वाले हो. One of which आपके सामने मैंने दी है. He had done the study in the cell division in plants. Walter Fleming, I'm sure ये बहुत लोग को पता होगा. Now, Walter Fleming was the first scientist to study cell division in animals. And you know what? He used salamander egg. यानी कि salamander के embryo egg का जब उन्होंने division देखा, he came to know that even animals में ये बहुत beautiful process होता है. And let me tell you, Walter Fleming was the first one. जब उन्होंने ये microscope में salamander के egg का division देख रहे थे वो, he saw minute thread-like structures, you know, like this. Somewhat like this. ऐसे बहुत सारे thread-like structures उनको दिखाई दे रहे थे microscope में. And he gave the term because of this division. मतलब इन सारे thread जैसे structure का division हो रहा था. Like literally these thread-like structures were dividing. They were splitting. And so he gave the term as mitosis. He gave the term as mitosis. Yes, he was the first person to coin the term mitosis. Mito यानी कि thread. Okay, thread-like structure. And cis यानी कि division. Getting it? Cis यानी कि division. Okay. So basically, जब उन्होंने salamander के egg का division देखा, what he saw that inside the cell, inside the egg cells of the salamander, there are minute thread-like structures like this, and these thread-like structures are splitting on its own. Yeah. So it's splitting on its own. ऐसे half में divide, मतलब properly center में से divide हो रहा है. So what he saw that one chromatid has, one thread-like structure has reached to one pole and another thread-like structure has reached to another pole. So he basically saw a segregation or a separation of these thread-like structure. Or thread-like structure को हम कहते हैं mito and cis को हम कहते हैं division. So he gave the term as mitosis. So I'm sure you came to know that how this term has been derived. Later on, he found that salamander के egg का division जो भी हो रहा था, how many divisions were taken place? All these divisions were giving rise to body cells. So Bovary and Fleming, they did the detailed study of the somatic body cells ka division. Okay. So they did the body cells ka division because once the larva was formed of the salamander, they saw that the larva was developing into the adult. So the salamander egg, which is embryo, was developing into the larva. At that time, he gave the term mitosis. And the larva, when it was developing into the adult, he saw that this larval cells were dividing continuously and were producing new cells with an equal number of genetic material. That means jab division ho raha tha, every time they were producing equal type of or same identical type of cells. and these identical type of cells were developing body of the salamander, and so they gave the term as somatic cell division. Did you understand this? Hello everyone, I need a reply from everyone.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, understand.
Yes, ma'am.
Pakka, Diksha, Kanak,
Yes, ma'am.
Simran, Nida, Sanchay,
Yes,
Kushin?
ma'am.
All right. Van Benedict.
Yes,
Ma'am, question.
Sorry.
I had a question.
Yeah.
I had a question.
Please ask me.
What stomatic cells?
Somatic cells. All right.
And
Guys,
stomatic cells.
stomatic नहीं होता बेटा, somatic cells होते हैं.
Yeah. Sorry for mispronouncing.
No problem. In a body, in human body, there are two types of cells which are found. Somatic cells and reproductive cells. Tanishq, are you there with me?
Yeah, ma'am.
Somatic cells are called as body cells, and reproductive cells are called as germinal cells.
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. Listen. Now, both, everyone, are you listening to me? Both body cells and germinal cells में chromosomal number same होता है. 46. Now, come on, you have done your 10th standard. इतना तो मैं expect कर ही सकती हूँ that you know the chromosomal number of the human. Am I right? Kishan, Nishant,
Yeah, ma'am.
Pari, I hope
Yes,
you know the
ma'am.
chromosomal number, right? Uzma,
Yes, ma'am.
Nisha? Yes. So what is the chromosomal number? It is 46.
Yes,
तो
ma'am.
ध्यान से सुनो, body cells और germinal cells दोनों में जो chromosomal number है, that is 46 and 46. But when body cells are dividing, are you listening? When body cells are dividing, they produce new cells with same number of chromosomes. When germinal cells are dividing, they produce cells with half the number of chromosomes. All right. Yani ki our human body, our body is diploid with two sets of chromosomes. जहाँ पे one set is received from father, one set is received from mother. अभी थोड़ी देर पहले मैंने sperm और ova का fusion आपको समझाया था. Do you know that? आपने note down किया ना? देखो उस notebook में. So जो sperm carry कर रहा है, वो father का set carry कर रहा है. How many set? 23 chromosomes. और जो ओवा कैरी कर रही है वो भी 23 क्रोमोसोम्स. सो जब स्पर्म और ओवम फ्यूज होता है, 23 and 23 फ्यूज एंड दे पेयर अप टू फॉर्म 46 क्रोमोसोम्स. सो यानी कि हमारा ह्यूमन स्पीशीज का क्रोमोसोमल नंबर कितना है? इट इज 46. नाउ व्हेन वी प्रोड्यूस गैमेट्स, our gametes are half the number of chromosomes. यानी कि ह्यूमन जब गैमेट्स प्रोड्यूस करते हैं, ओके, these are haploid, यानी कि 2n का half is haploid, that is 23. So 2n यानी कि 46 and n यानी कि 23. Got it? Now this gametes, in males it will be sperms and in females it will be ovum. Guys, I don't want to go much in detail about this क्योंकि हम meiosis में ये सारी चीजें स्टडी करने वाले हैं. Meiosis is a division in which gametes are produced. So can we keep this topic saved for the further one? क्योंकि मैं वहां पे ज्यादा बेटर वे में एक्सप्लेन कर सकती हूँ. नहीं, बट एटलीस्ट आपको आइडिया आ गया व्हाट इज बॉडी सेल्स एंड व्हाट इज जर्माइनल सेल्स. सो नाउ एवरीवन कीप इट इन योर माइंड. हमारे जो बॉडी सेल्स हैं, एक मिनट, मैं आप सबसे एक कॉमन सवाल पूछना चाहती हूँ. कैन आई आस्क एवरीवन प्लीज पे अटेंशन. स्किन सेल्स, स्किन, यू नो दैट एवरी टाइम हम जब बात करते हैं हमारा डेड स्किन वॉश ऑफ हो जाता है एंड वहां पे नया स्किन आता है. Am I right? Yes or no?
Yes.
So that means skin cell is dividing,
Yes,
correct? For the replacement. कहीं पे कट या इंजुरीज होती है, वो इंजुरीज रिपेयर कौन करता है? स्टेम सेल्स. So we do have certain cells जो continuously divide करते हैं हमारे बॉडी में for repair and replacement once the growth is done. Do you understood this? Did you understand this point? अब मेरी बात ध्यान से सुनो. हमारे बॉडी के स्किन सेल्स, स्टेम सेल्स, लिवर सेल्स, ये सब डिवाइड करते हैं रिपेयर और रिप्लेसमेंट के लिए. लेकिन ये गैमेट्स प्रोड्यूस नहीं करते हैं, ये गैमेट्स प्रोड्यूस नहीं करते बिकॉज दीज आर बॉडी सेल्स. इनका काम है रिपेयर, रिप्लेसमेंट, ग्रोथ करना, गैमेट्स प्रोड्यूस करना नहीं. गैमेट्स प्रोड्यूस करने का काम किसका है? जर्माइनल सेल्स का. प्लीज कीप दिस पॉइंट इन योर माइंड. Who is going to produce gametes? It's the germinal cells or reproductive cells जो हमारे gonads में present है, यानी कि हमारे reproductive organs में present है. Testes in male and ovaries in female. Did you understand this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. बस मुझे यही बताना था, ये जब मैंने ये लिखा था उसके बेसिस पे. अब आगे मैं आपको इसके बारे में एक्सप्लेन करूंगी डिटेल में व्हेन वी विल बी डूइंग मियोसिस. Okay, quickly we will complete our history. Van Beneden discovered meiosis. Yes, he discovered meiosis when he was studying animal cells. Okay, मतलब एनिमल के बॉडी के एनिमल के रिप्रोडक्टिव सेल्स को जब उन्होंने स्टडी किया तब उन्होंने देखा कि ये जो मियोटिक डिवीजन है, इट प्रोड्यूस सेल्स with half the number of chromosome, यानी कि haploid cells प्रोड्यूस करता है. ओके, haploid, hap यानी कि half, die यानी कि दो, so diploid यानी कि दो सेट, haploid यानी कि सिंगल सेट. एक एक चीज नोट डाउन करना. ओके, क्योंकि आपको जब टेस्ट करने मिलेगा, टेस्ट पेपर दिया जाएगा, यू विल बी इजी टू सॉल्व, क्योंकि आपको मेरी एक एक बात याद रहेगी. ओके बच्चा लोग. Now Farmer and Murray, very very important. मैं तो अभी से इसको स्टार मार्क करूंगी. Okay, very very important in our history of science. Farmer and Murray were the first people to coin the term meiosis, basically to introduce the meiotic division in the world. They actually introduced meiotic division and they made us explain everyone what is this division and what is the importance of this division. क्योंकि इसका importance human body में बहुत ज़्यादा है, क्योंकि human body जब gametes produce करता है तो वो इसी division के through करता है. And human body अगर generation produce करना चाहता है then that is only because of meiosis. Okay, mitosis के through हम अपना generation produce नहीं कर सकते. Is that clear everyone? Last but not the least, Sutton, Winnewater, and Strasburger, they did the detailed study of meiosis later on. Okay, and जब उन्होंने detailed study किया, Grigori, he came to know that meiosis is not a single step division, it is a two-step division. इसलिए उन्होंने term किया meiosis 1 and meiosis 2. यानी कि meiotic division is bigger than the mitotic division. माइटोसिस फास्ट हो जाएगा लेकिन मियोसिस उतना फास्ट नहीं होता, क्योंकि मियोसिस दो स्टेप का डिवीजन है. आर यू गेटिंग माय पॉइंट एवरीवन? एंड सो ही गेव द टर्म meiosis 1 and meiosis 2. So I hope now you are clear with the history. Remember, आपको साइंटिस्ट के नाम याद रखना बहुत जरूरी है. Okay, I always tell my students कि प्लीज साइंटिस्ट के नाम का अलग से लिस्ट बनाया रखो, लिस्ट बना के रखो, so that you know it becomes easy for you to brush up at the end of your exam. I mean during your exam, sorry, before your exams. Okay, chalo. Shall I move further? आपका लिख के हो गया? I'm sorry, I just changed the slide. Okay, types of cell division. Now let us see what are the different types of cell division that takes place in a living organism. Now guys, when I talk about living organism, your thinking should be very broad. यानी कि जब भी मैं लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म बोलूं, आपकी सोच बैक्टीरिया से ह्यूमन तक का होना चाहिए, इतना वाइड सोच होना चाहिए. यू हैव टू थिंक फ्रॉम अ ब्रॉड स्पेक्ट्रम. यू कैन नॉट ऑलवेज थिंक फ्रॉम अ ह्यूमन पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू, यू हैव टू थिंक इट इन अ ब्रॉड वे. यानी कि बैक्टीरिया से लेकर ह्यूमन तक के बारे में मैम बात कर रही है. मैं जब भी लिविंग ऑर्गेनिजम्स बोलूं, आपका वो ब्रॉड स्पेक्ट्रम होना चाहिए. So in a living organisms, in all the living organisms, there are three different types of cell division that we have observed. And the three different types of cell division has come in front of you. Amitosis, mitosis, and meiosis. Okay. Amitosis क्या होता है? It is a direct cell division. Guys, are you able to see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. It is a direct
Yeah.
cell division. डायरेक्ट सेल डिवीजन का मतलब होता है, प्लीज आप पहले ध्यान से सुनो, डायरेक्ट सेल डिवीजन का मतलब होता है, हियर न्यूक्लियस इज डिवाइडिंग इनटू टू डॉटर न्यूक्लियाई, बट देयर आर नो चेंजेस इन द न्यूक्लियर मटेरियल. यानी कि न्यूक्लियस के अंदर जो मटेरियल है वो वैसे का वैसे ही रहेगा. ओके, वो वैसे का वैसे ही रहेगा, डुप्लीकेट कॉपी बना के वैसे ही रहेगा, एंड इमीडिएटली द न्यूक्लियस विल स्प्लिट अप, यानी कि न्यूक्लियर मेम्ब्रेन, न्यूक्लियोलस एंड न्यूक्लियोप्लाज्म, एवरीथिंग विल बी इंटैक्ट, it will not get dissolved. So nucleus will automatically split up into two, and जैसे ही न्यूक्लियस ऑटोमेटिकली दो में स्प्लिट अप होता है, इमीडिएटली सेल का साइटोप्लाज्म भी स्प्लिट अप हो जाता है. ओके, सो दैट मींस देयर आर नो डेवलपमेंट ऑफ स्पिंडल फाइबर्स. ना ये टर्म आपने डेफिनेटली कहीं पे सुना है, spindle fibers. Can anyone tell me what are spindle fibers? Can I give you hint? Can I give you hint, everyone? Centrioles. याद आ रहा है कुछ? Centrioles.
Thread-like structures.
Centrioles present in the cell, in the animal cell. कुछ याद आ रहा है cell की structure? Yes, Uzma. These are thread-like structure, and this thread-like organelle, which is present in the animal cell, it produces special proteins, elastic proteins, which are called as spindle fibers. और ये जो इलास्टिक प्रोटीन्स है, ये बहुत ही आसानी से कॉन्ट्रैक्ट होता है और रिलैक्स होता है, जस्ट लाइक इलास्टिक रबर बैंड. ओके, तो वो प्रोटीन फाइबर्स यहाँ पर ए माइटोटिक के डिवीजन में जरूरत नहीं है, यहाँ पर डायरेक्ट डिवीजन होता है, डायरेक्ट डिवीजन. There is no need of special proteins and special arrangement of the chromatin material, chromosomes. किसी की चीज की जरूरत नहीं है. Understood? Let me show you the diagram for this. Everyone check this out. Check this. This is a parental cell with a prominent nucleus. You can see that with a prominent cytoplasm. ध्यान से देखो, nucleus intact है and वो दो में split up हो रहा है. Can you see that? Step number 1. Step number 2. Can you see that? Parental cell का nucleus is dividing and splitting up into two. और जैसे ही nucleus दो में split up हो जाता है, there is a constriction in the membrane that you can see. यानी कि furrows आपको दिखाई दे रहा होगा. That is in the step number 3. You can see there is a furrow or a depth which is formed in the center of the cell, in the cell membrane. And this furrow will grow inside, and eventually it will become deeper and deeper and will split the two daughter cells. So in step number 4, you can see the two daughter cells have got separated. A very simple type of division. Amitotic. इससे किस, ये डिवीजन को देखकर किसकी याद आ रही है? बैक्टीरिया की याद आ रही है? Yes.
Binary fission.
Amoeba.
Binary fission.
Exactly. Binary fission. Very good. Binary fission. Yes, it is a method of asexual reproduction. Very good, Tanishq. Yes, of course. That is what? This is binary fission. Guys, this is binary fission. Understood? Amoeba भी करता है, eukaryotic cell, prokaryotic cells भी करते हैं. Now, one classic example I would like to give you. Anyone can recognize this organism? Sleeper-like ciliary.
Paramecium.
Very good, Kanak. Very good, all of you. Very good, Simran. Paramecium, yes. It's the paramecium. Now listen to me. Everyone, please listen to me. Paramecium has two types of nucleus. One is micronucleus, you can see that, small in size. And one is macronucleus, you can see that, bigger in size. जो macronucleus है, everyone please pay attention. जो macronucleus है, that is dividing, the one which is macronucleus, ये dotted वाला, that is dividing amitotically. Can you see that? The nucleus is directly splitting up, whereas micronucleus is dividing mitotically. And you can see the spindle fibers have formed. आपको fibers दिखाई दे रहे होंगे. Should I zoom? Okay. Can you see the fibers in the micronucleus? ये long fibers दिखाई दे रहे. These are special spindle fibers. यानी कि micronucleus will divide proper mitotically, but macronucleus is dividing amitotically. यानी कि directly split up हो रहा है. Okay, and micronucleus का proper mitotically split up हो रहा है. अब जैसे division हो जाता है दोनों nucleus का, you can see the furrow in the cell membrane in the center. Can you see the furrow, the depth, the grooves, right? Grooves, and these grooves are growing deeper and deeper. The depth, the constriction is growing deeper and deeper, and finally you are getting two daughter paramecia. Can you see that? जिसमें दोनों में macro और micronucleus है. Okay, wait, I'll zoom out. Okay, अब दिख रहा है? Yes, everyone?
Ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ बोलो.
What is the difference between the macronucleus and the micronucleus?
I was knowing this कि आपका एक सवाल definitely आएगा. Okay, guys, मेरे बोलने से पहले किसी ने पूछ लिया. Micronucleus, it stores genetic characters. I mean, it gives the genetic characters to the paramecium. The proper characteristics of the paramecium has been given by micronucleus. And macronucleus, it controls cellular activity.